Oh yeah, I was getting into it. I was getting into it. I'm sorry. And then the music died. Oh my God.
Oh, that's a YouTube
Just,
open for sure.
Yeah.
yeah,
That's our
I just
thumbnail.
I still got a little bit of Florida sun left. I'm just trying to show it off. That's all I'm doing. Hey, it's Southside Steve, and this is the Yeah Come On show. This is the show 146.
Wrong again.
Damn it. What show is it? 145?
Yeah, there it
Are you
is.
positive? Are you positive? Welcome to the Yeah Come On show, show 145. I'm Southside Steve, your host. There's Brett Barney, your co-host, bearded wonder, and then another beard looks like it's working or it's a bad shadow. Goatee, a little bit of a stash. Our co-host, that would be Evan Brandonicio, and we are the Yeah Come On show. And
can I ask you guys something about the beards real quick? I had this discussion at work, and I'm just going to dive right in because this is going to lead us definitely into our first topic. We'll
go right ahead.
I see Evan's kind of growing the beard. I'm doing the thing right now, but somebody asked me today about shaving, and I said, this is the wrong time to shave because you need to start growing a beard now in case your Halloween costume incorporates a beard. That way you can either shave off or adjust accordingly.
No kid, dude, this year or last year, I had a wedding, like, I guess a year ago today. And the next day I started growing a beard out because I was doing Ted Lasso for Halloween. And you're totally right. You don't know. You don't have the utility.
You know what's weird? I assume with your Italian heritage that you've got hair all over the place, but yet your beard's a little patchy.
This is only like a day or two of not shaving.
That's a day?
Or two.
Oh my God.
It's for a little longer than what's today, Wednesday? I think I shaved over the weekend, but
okay. Yeah, I grow I have a full whole deal neck, face hair. It's grayer than I want it to be, that's for damn sure, but it would take me a minute to do that. I had a beard once in my life for 6 months, and it was about 1992. I grew a beard and looked at it and went, what am I doing? I just wasn't the beard guy.
Yeah, I'm
not. You're a mutton chops guy.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know, I wish I could pull it off, and I've seen people do it. The Fu Manchu. I like imagine if you had it going all the way down long, and then like a little patch, or just all the way down. I mean,
that may or may not be in the works right now.
That's your play?
Very possible.
Now, Evan, you could definitely do the mustache. You could do the Fu Manchu too. Your hair is pretty thick going all the way down there if you decided to do that.
My beard problem is, and I feel like guys who have beards don't have this problem. Mine starts kind of low. So even when I had the beard, it was not up here.
But you're lucky there because I think it looks gross when it's up there. Be honest with you, when I had mine, I trimmed it to where yours is. I took it off the cheeks and trimmed it down. I didn't like it. I see some people that grow it right off their cheekbone, and I'm like, nah, it's a little.
You think so? I feel like a beard guy's gotta have. I guess Brett's a beard guy.
Yeah, but the problem is I'm like a super patchy beard, and the only reason is I think it's because I'm fat that my skin is stretched out, so it pulls the hairs away from each other. So if I just lost weight, I'd have like this big, thick, burly man beard.
Yeah, that's
like I would be a bear in Midtown.
No, that makes all the sense in the world. You've got to lose face weight. That's it.
Oh, 100%.
You got to get a dumbbell and just start nodding. Do some sets of this.
Show me how to do that again.
Well, then you get down there, right?
Yeah, this is fabulous. I got to tell you, if I was playing for the other team, I would date both of you based on your God-given abilities to do that.
Brett, let me ask you a question, Brett. When did you decide to become a beard guy? Steve, when did you decide to become a goatee guy?
Goatee came in for me probably, I didn't have it when I first started radio, 95, 96, 97. It was about 97, 98.
I would say probably in college, whenever I could start growing a beard, because, going to private school, you always had to shave. So whenever I could start growing facial hair, I was like, I'm just not going to shave. I don't like shaving. I think I clean shave once a year. I've been with the wife for like 3 years now. I've only clean shaved once since I've been with her.
Oh, I remember that. It was weird. I think I saw you like very.
Oh yeah. People don't recognize, and I get carded everywhere when I shave.
Yeah, you look like a baby.
And see, with me, I felt like, the gray hair ages me. So if I'm coloring my regular hair and this is a little gray. And I told the wife, let me cut it. She goes, no, you look better with a goatee. I said, well, that was not the nicest thing you could have said to me. I always thought I had a pretty good looking face. And she's like, nah, yeah, you need to keep it. And my sons, well, the one that talks doesn't like it. Brooks is like, Daddy, I don't like kissing you with the hair. I want you to shave it. And I'm like, honey, he wants me to shave it. She's like, don't shave it. So I'm like, which one matters more? Yeah, I'll go with what the wife says. So
we've got we have I'm like, I had a bunch of friends when I grew up the mustache be like, oh, you should keep that. And Corinne did not care for it. So we got into like kind of a cold war where she's like, if you keep the mustache, I'm gonna get a pixie cut. And I've seen Corinne with a pixie cut.
Not or was she gonna say, I'll grow it out down there? I'll give you a bush.
She's got a mustache down there. Her downstairs Ted Lasso costume.
There you go. There you go. That's hilarious.
Oh my God.
But it's all about the hair. And I think you guys know what I did, but I got to take off the headset to show you what I've done.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see it. I'll get close.
I gotta say.
So are we going LeBron James on this podcast?
No, what I did.
For those of you who are listening to this in audio format, like most of you do.
I know nobody watches watch the YouTube.
It is so
damn entertaining.
It is. I think we say this fairly often, but
entertaining.
The difference is staggering between the people who watch the video and people who
I know. People look at me and go, you only got 1,300 followers. I'm like, that's on YouTube. Think about it. Most people are in their cars. They're not going to watch this on YouTube. And when they get home, my God, there's reruns of Yellowstone to watch. I mean, I don't know, Friends, or you're watching this, you're watching that, or Handmaid's Tale. I don't know what you're into, but
still
you're
working my way through The Sopranos.
Yeah. Oh my God. Catch up.
It's great. It's great. Great TV.
By the way, since you brought that up, they talked about the 10 most famous. Rolling Stone just put this out. 10 greatest shows ever watched.
I think it was 100.
Well, they did 100, but the top 10 is all I care about. I will tell you that it killed me because it's like Friends that I like. I think it was number 47. I'm like, bite me. I love that.
Office was like 37.
What was top 10? Jesus.
Well, it goes all the way up. I can tell you 10, I remember, was the Mary Tyler Moore Show.
Oh, yeah.
That was big, my day and age. You had Lou Grant on there. Then you had the Love Boat
top
Captain.
3.
And then you worked through a couple that I had never even heard of. Simpsons was in there. It has to be.
They were number 2. Fleabag was in the top. Me and my buddy were talking about this yesterday.
Yeah, and the number 1 is what you're watching right now. The number 1 is The Sopranos.
So
Seinfeld was in there too.
Breaking Bad was 4.
Yeah,
me and my buddy were texting about this yesterday. Wire was 3.
7. Cheers was 8. That's a good spot for Cheers.
I agree with Cheers.
Cheers is still so funny. Like,
it is. It's relative even now, but there were like 6 I agreed with him 4. I was like, what are we talking about? I just thought Friends should be in there.
Number 15, the Larry Sanders Show. A little respect, thank God. Yeah. That show is so good.
Yeah, there you go.
I have no idea what that is.
Dude, you would love it. Yep. Gary Shandling just doing he's like kind of like a Seinfeld thing, but it's way weirder. It's great.
It definitely was weirder than Seinfeld for sure. Yeah. Seinfeld was a show about nothing.
It's nothing.
It's nothing. But what I've done, and we're going to have him on as a guest next week. He's dying to do the show. It's Dr. Ken Anderson, and I'm an endorser for him. Axel, who I work with on the rock station, is going to do it. My father-in-law, Steve Bacalar. But there are some of us that, you've lost a little bit of hair and you're like, you know what? I don't want to lose it. So now that I've put a little bit, oh no, don't tell me you're losing it, Brett.
Oh, dude, this thing's all going to be gone. I'm hoping this beard thickens up. I'll go bald beard, Evan Gaddis all day.
Yep. Brando doesn't have to worry about it. I've already contacted your dad because I met him, and I'm like, if he dies, I want to scalp him and take his hair. So
I'll let him know.
So, and when you're in your casket, if you die before you go gray, I don't want gray hair. We're going to put a wig on you, but I'll take your hair. But no, with me, I've got long hair, and there's just a little bit here on the sides. and maybe a little thickening if I wanted to, just here and there. And that's what I said. Can we just thicken it up and go full? And I said, I know it's kind of, I don't really need to do it, but I did it to show people that you can do it and go right back to work. I actually had the operation yesterday morning and I was done around 2 o'clock. And it's a procedure. It's not an operation. It's a damn procedure. Painless. I have taken no pain pills. No pain pills needed. They prescribed them for me. I haven't had to pop one. You just put a little bit of stuff on, keep the gel, make sure you don't get an infection. And like within 3 to 4 days, there's no more maintenance or anything. You just let it start growing. And I was at work today. So there you have it.
What kind of painkillers are we talking about here?
Oh, I don't know, Brett. I don't know. We'll talk. I tell you what, you got a choice. Get a paycheck for doing the podcast this month, or I'll give you 3 greenies, 2 blues, and a white.
Ooh,
dude, I did painkillers one, which I think was like tramadol, because I ended up in the hospital for something, and all I ever thought was like, these things are eating holes in my brains. It was like the worst feeling ever.
Oh my God. Yeah, no, I don't need to take them. I don't want to take them if I don't have to. But you'll hear us talking about it. But I want to bring him on as a sponsor to the Yeah Come On podcast. He's the best. I mean, you know how it is with our endorsements or anything. I'm not going to endorse somebody for the money. I turned down Pepsi years ago. I'm like, unless I drink it, do it, or think it's the best, I don't want to represent it. And this is a guy that's been doing it for 20 years, Dr. Ken Anderson. He comes out of Hollywood, gets here, starts. Now he trains doctors to do it. He does the doctors fly in to have him do it. And I knew about him about 10 years ago. And he's got 2 locations. And I went to the one right here in Alpharetta. And it was fantastic. But Ken Anderson, and all you have to do is go to the Anderson Center for Hair. Look that up and you'll see, and it's all free consultations, but he's fantastic. I couldn't believe how easy it was, how great his people are. I mean, I'll shout it from the mountaintops, but your brother got a little bit here in the front. So I'm done. I'm done for life. So
I will say, other than like obviously the front part, which has that sort of like, yeah, that'll go away. Yeah. I assume where they were doing the procedure.
Yeah,
it looks pretty good already. Like,
yeah, well, I can already feel it. It's like little hairs, and you're like, oh my God.
Yeah.
But it works. It's the only way. I mean, there's potions, lotions. Everybody says they got a hair cure. Take this, take that.
A miracle tonic. It'll fix your back. And cures mumps.
Your own hair moved to where it will grow forever, to where it grows no more, and now it'll grow forever. It's the only thing I know in the world that works. But that's it. I just wanted you guys to know that I did that. And Evan, I've talked to him. If you want to take, because you have such thick hair, and take some of that and bring it down and give yourself a full beard, I think he can do it.
Now, my question is, can I take some of this that I have now, because I have a lot of hair right now?
Yeah.
Save for later. Freeze it like in a sperm bank or something.
Are we talking like Dr. Evil?
Possibly.
I don't know how long they live. When they take your hair out, they get a little area about like that in the back of my head. Then they pull all the long hair out of the way, and just that little bit of hair, they obviously shave it, get it short, like about, I don't know, 5, 6/16 of an inch. And then they pull out the whole follicle, and then they cut little holes where they're going to put them, and then they plant them, and they angle them based on your hairline. And they go ahead and put those guys in. But I know when they take them out, they put them on a very cold tray, and then they get them right back in. Here's the cool thing they did. And it kind of goes along with QC Kinetics, which is somebody I endorse, where they pull your blood out, juice your blood with all the vitamins and everything you need, and put it back in. And it heals joints and things without surgery or pain pills. That's what they did. They took a tube out of my blood. Like, I'm like, that's a ton of blood. It's a little bit less than what you give when you go to the Red Cross. They juiced all that up with everything and squirted it all in where they put the hair. And that cuts down on any hair loss near the areas where they're withdrawing it. Cause you're messing with stuff, and they're like, you don't need to lose any hair. This will strengthen it, help it grow quicker, and make sure you don't lose any of your follicles.
Do you have stuff you got to do? I know you're saying you weren't taking pills or anything, but do you have to use special shampoos or anything like that?
Yeah, baby shampoo. That's exactly what we use. 5 drops in a cup You fill up the cup and you pour it. You can't let the shower hit your hair for 5 days. You just pour
Is that
water
like
over
the
it.
L'Oreal for kids that if it gets in your eyes, it doesn't sting?
Yeah, no tears.
In the shape
Brett.
of a fish.
It's along those lines, yes. And I got to tell you, the entire time, because I haven't used baby shampoo since I was a baby and I don't remember, I poured it on there and tested it, kept my eyes wide open. I just let the soap run in. Didn't even burn. Didn't even burn.
Amazing. Why don't we do that on regular shampoo?
I don't know. The stuff I use, God knows what I get from the hair salon. If that crap gets in your eye, you feel like your eye's going to fall out. It's like burn.
It's like the toothpaste thing, right? It's like this one whitens, this one removes like just put them all together. Do one.
Yeah.
Just
one. But I don't know. I don't know what the problem is, but we will watch my hair grow thicker over time.
You're like a chia pet.
Pretty much. I will be your chia. I am your chia pet.
A Steve pet.
There you go. Whatever you want to call me, I don't care. I got a full head of hair. The thing I won't do, and everybody's like, yes, let it go gray, age gracefully. Yeah, you say that because you hate me and you want me to have gray hair. And guess what? Guys with gray hair don't conduct themselves on stage and host bikini pageants. This is my only shot getting back into that, is having dark hair.
Sure, you don't see Anderson Cooper hosting any bikini pageants?
Dude, you need to go jet black like Steven Seagal.
Oh yeah, that'd be badass.
Yes. And then for no reason, like if I think there's a problem, I'll kind of bust into a move.
Yeah.
Where people just think I know karate, and I'm like, or judo, whichever one, but
dude, and if you were sleeveless and you see that Indian tattoo and the long, mane just flowing, I'd be like, dude, this guy's about to mess someone up.
That's cool.
You're damn right. They don't realize what I need to do is get back to my vehicle and pull out a weapon.
That's right. Couple of nunchucks.
Oh, I start with a stick, then I got nunchucks, then I've got brass knuckles. Then if it's gone too far, I'm like, okay, now hand cannon time. But there you have it.
Chop.
And you'd say something cool.
Mm-hmm. You gotta have a cool thing. Well, I got no choice. The only trademark I have is come on. I
was about to say, I think we already got it.
I was talking to
I could do it more cool, like come on.
No, dude. If I'm about to fight some guy and he gets down like that and he goes, yeah, come on, I'm like, oh shit.
I'm gonna be
like the last thing in your mind.
You got it, man.
Is intimidation. You don't want to be intimidated, and somebody goes, yeah, come on.
That's it. I had about 5 little trademarks to choose from. Words I said a lot, like Bolivia, palm trees forever, boomsy. I went with come on for the intimidation factor. Now you get it. Now you know.
Bolivia?
That was something. There was a dude, I stole it from a guy, but I did it better than he did. I'll admit that. This guy, and I bought his
very
car.
Alpha move of you. Very alpha.
Steal a catchphrase.
Well, some people you see have something and they don't realize it, and they're too timid or too shy, or they don't know how to capitalize on it. Good looking dude, had an older brother. I bought a 72 Cutlass. His name was Jeff. And he wrote Bolivia, and I would watch him write it. So then I mastered the palm tree and went Bolivia, palm trees forever. Then once I started working at the airlines, and I still have it somewhere, I have a jar. Somebody went to Bolivia and brought me back bottled palm trees. It was like my prized possession, because I Bolivia, baby, palm trees forever. And that was my saying until this little guy came along and took it over. Come on.
I'm really glad this is not the Bolivia Palm Trees Forever podcast.
See?
It doesn't quite have the same ring, I'll say.
And you're welcome. And I got to tell you, I am such a stud right now that the whole family's down and I'm on baby patrol. So the whole time I'm talking to y'all, I'm watching a baby monitor just to make sure little Parker's still sleeping.
What's up?
Double duty.
Can you say domestication? Damn.
That sounds a little.
Well,
like,
tell me this much, and Evan, I know a little bit. I met with your boss today. He was on Rock. Ted Jenkins of Oxygen Financial. Might as well mention him right now. Proud sponsor of the Yeah Come On Show. This is the Yeah Come On Show 145 is Oxygen Financial. They're located in 2 locations right now, about to be 3 if I'm correct. I know they're in Alpharetta, they're in Buckhead, and they're going to 4th Ward too, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And you work at the location near Avalon, which is exactly where I went for Dr. Ken Anderson. They're in that building right next to Chick-fil-A. That's
really?
for us. Yeah. That's not your building, is it?
No, I'm in where I'm like it's called Spaces. It's like I know it's kind of like right across the street from like Jenny's, if you know where that is.
I know where that is.
Yeah.
Just look for the escorts.
That's a, we don't know if they're escorts, but we're pretty sure they're escorts.
All right. So if you're sharing a floor with escorts and you see them coming in and out in different hot outfits and leaving, at some point in time, you got to be like, what's it cost for a lunch hour? You know,
Just,
we
don't know that they're escorts. Here's the thing. I don't want to be wrong.
How much to make out in the staircase? I got 20 minutes.
What if they're not an escort service? What if they just kind of dress like that?
That, you know what? Who knows? Some women dress a little sexier than others. So who are we to say that you work on a floor of escorts? We'll get away from that completely. And we'll go into another proud sponsor, Circle285.com. Circle 285, we all drive on it. We all live in it or just outside of it. So why don't you do it for insurance? They offer free quotes. This is the coolest one. I'm on Circle 285. Brett, you're on it. Evan, are you on it?
I'm not currently, but
you need to check it out because a lot of people stay with the same company. We know who the top 3 or 4. Sometimes they recommend you go back with them, but let them handle it for you. And then they will cut out the commissions that the other people are getting. And then you get cheaper insurance, maybe for the same policy, or they put you with a different one. So bundle your car and your home. Again, free quote, Circle285.com. Then it's Ridgeline Counseling. We love David Markwell. We love him. I went to him for marriage counseling, and it's still crazy times. He'll talk to you in person or he'll talk to you through Zoom. How do you get a hold of David Markwell, Brett?
MarkwellTherapy.com.
Markwell, M-A-R-K, Markwell, W-E-L-L, therapy.com. It's easy. And then there's another great sponsor, Joe Bees. We love Joe. Had him on the show last week. Bee pollen, 2 pills a day. All you got to do is go to Joe, just like it's spelled, JOEBEES.com. And lastly, Legends. Yeah, come on, bourbon whiskey, baby. Love me some Legends. Check your liquor stores, check your restaurants where you go. All you got to do is go to spiritsusa.com. Click on me. You'll see me on the page. It'll show you where it's available. And the reason I brought up your employer, Evan, is I heard there's a big meeting you're going to, and you're going to be around a bunch of lawyers, and you're not sure how to behave.
Yeah.
And I imagine you'll be one of the younger people in the room, I'm guessing.
I believe that's correct. So just for listeners who don't know, but I work at the radio station, but I also work for a social media marketing company.
Well, let's talk about that real quick too. 99X, you're the voice of 99X, which was an institution in this city that I had to fight at 96 Rock for years. Real quick, tell us about what you do on 99X.
Yeah, so I do currently me and my co-host, the only live DJs on the station. We do an hour local music show. We're hoping to do more eventually, but that's just kind of where we're at right now. But
what time can people hear you?
Fridays at 6 p.m. So take a quick break from listening to Axel and Southside, and then get your butt right back there.
That's cool. I don't mind somebody sampling you or whatever.
Just a little bit, right?
So it's all like local rock?
Yeah, it's mostly rock. We'll deviate a little bit if the song is like really good, but it's mostly rock or like indie pop.
Damn, you guys are like the ambassadors of Atlanta's rock.
I would say that it's not unfair or unreasonable to call me the Atlanta's rock ambassador.
No, and we do a lot of stuff with Jackson Heaton on Rock 100.5 too. He does locals and stuff, but this is a different type of music on 99X. How do people get to it?
You can do 99x.com or if you're in around the city, 98.9 on your dial.
98.9?
Yes, sir.
There you go. Yep. See,
Fridays at 6.
I don't fear any hate. Sample around. Just make sure, for the hell of it, live on Rock 100.5.
Oh yeah.
But
yeah.
I like what you're doing. And
well, I'm on Rock 100.5 the 2 days after that. So go right back to that, and you'll hear this friendly voice.
We are all radio people. Brett, big radio guy from 106.7.
Yeah, catch radio. Me Friday night on WSB 7 to 10.
Look at that. He's on WSB from 7 to 10. Right when I go off the air, Brett goes on.
That's right.
This show, everybody, 1 second, pause for the power. Okay, we're back. I don't know what everybody's power move was. I just thought I would look to the left. That worked for me.
I just froze. I was drinking and I just stopped. I was like, oh shit.
Don't freeze, Brett. You scare the crap out of Evan and I. Your computer, your software
Yeah.
freezes. Do anything but freeze.
He's right.
So Evan, tell us your other situation being around attorneys.
Yeah. So like I was saying, I work for a social media marketing company. We work with like small businesses and another clientele of ours. We do a lot of social media for lawyers. So I'm going to this like happy hour conference thing tomorrow. And I'm a little intimidated that I'm like, I'm this goofy radio guy. How am I going to blend in with a bunch of lawyers and attorneys? I hear they're fun. I hear they turn up, but
they do. Don't be intimidated, first off, by anybody. You agree, Brett? Never be intimidated by anybody.
Unless they're like, yeah.
I was going to say, what if they have an all black ponytail and they pull nunchucks out of their car?
Well, I would run. I'd run like hell because I'll pull, especially if it's me. No, I found, in this business, you find yourself in a room, and not that it matters. Everybody has their ability. Sometimes you're like, wow, everybody in this room is pretty damn intelligent. Or, I'm hanging out with people that have been to Yale, they've been here, they have a law degree from this or that. And you're like, great. Or even if they're ambulance chasers, they still went to law school. It doesn't matter. But then again, you have life experiences and you're doing something that maybe they couldn't do. You're entertaining, you're on the radio, you're on a podcast. I'd like to say it's pretty damn successful. And then what you're doing is you're helping other people's businesses. And that's something that takes a technique that they may not have. And it depends on who they are. A lot of lawyers have to start off, not getting coffee for others, but they're doing a lot of the busy works. You've seen all the law movies. There's the main guy, and then there's a lot of supporting characters. So everybody's working their way up. So just look at it like, hey, you just chose a different path. That's all.
Reasonable. Absolutely.
That's it. Your path runs different than their path. You may not be able to do what they can do, but you're also a smart guy. So don't worry about it.
So, but how do I fit in? Do I have to just like?
Oh, this is easy. Walk in, boom. First thing, intimidation. 3 fingers of something that's brown. Any type of liquor brown. 3 fingers. You know what? After that, boom, round of shots. And then you point at the guy next to you on him. And then like you take command of this situation. You put them in their place.
Yeah.
Back them into a corner.
And if they have valet parking, say, look, I know that I parked about 3 blocks away and walked in, but were those all y'all's cars up front? They look nice. Sometimes putting people over in a joking way. I did notice one of them just got hit. Y'all might want to go check. Which one of y'all drives the Maserati? It's the one that got hit.
Is there anyone here who handles auto accidents?
Yeah. And then look at them going, look, you know what? I could have done what you guys do. I just couldn't wear a tie 5 days a week and suspenders. Do y'all still wear suspenders? Make a joke because of all the lawyer movies. Don't most lawyers wear suspenders?
And they sound all Southern.
Yeah, I think you drop what's with all the shit boxes out front? All right, let's get Jaeger bombs and, some Heinekens. And then the guy that looks at you and be like, give that pussy a margarita. Skinny.
Or tell them, you know what? My girlfriend works stage 2 at the Pony, and she usually brings a couple girls home every night. So I got to leave here in about an hour. And they're like, really?
I'm liking the power plays. I think going in hostile is a good plan.
And when you shake hand, grab elbow, hold them in tight, put their hand against the tip.
That's good.
That's intimidating.
So you guys, yeah, and let them know. Say, look, I enjoy working in Atlanta because I like the radio. My father's upset. They never see me. I've got a house in Colorado too, but whenever in the winter I like to go out and snow ski, but most of the time I like to be here. And I'm a big fan of doing things. I'm the only voice on 99X now, but that's just something they offered me, and I considered it and said, why not?
I mean, look? Who's gonna fact check me on a house in Colorado? Not them.
Nobody. Say, I thought about, I had there was a guy and he liked me a lot, and I was this close to kissing him when I realized, you know what? I got too many stripper girlfriends. I got no time for this. There's all kinds of, then you can, play that kind of card. Like, hey, I'm this and a little bit of that, just depends on, because who knows, you got to read them. What type of people are they? What do you need to say to mix in with these guys?
I mean, dude, just go look at the Netflix series with Anna Delvey. That chick had nothing, walked into all these rich circles and was like, you look poor. And then next thing you know, she gets like millions of dollars from investors just by calling rich people poor.
Mm-hmm.
I could do that. I could call rich people poor.
Rich people don't like to be called poor.
Ah, all right.
There you go. See, there's all kinds of ways you can take it. But first off, let me just tell you one thing, truthfully. Don't go with the I almost kissed a guy and then realized I could nail 3 stripper story. I don't even know why I mentioned that. That's stupid. But go with confidence. Confidence wins. That's it. Dude, I took the hottest girl in high school away from the biggest jock that had already signed a 4-year deal with Tennessee, just because I had charisma and confidence. That's all it takes, man. Be funny, be confident, drink, be complimentary. A lot of people like that. That's the first thing you can do is like, ask them a question or how long have you been practicing? What Brett doesn't like that. You don't
No,
like
I
to
know.
practice.
I'm not laughing at what you're saying. I'm laughing, Brett, just like,
no.
Brett,
I'm like the complete opposite here. I'm like, don't compliment them. You trash them.
I'm going to neg them.
Oh yeah, dude, this is power move. They need you. You don't need them.
What firm? Why are you around lawyers again?
Because we do a bunch of social media for lawyers. We'd like to do more, But
well, then that's fantastic. You got
have
to
a
put
networking thing.
Yeah, you know what? You tell them, say, how's it working? Do you have any angles or anything that you think we could go with? One thing I was thinking about is this is what you do at work. Let's show a little bit of family pictures. Let's show you doing your hobby. You like to shoot fish with a bow and arrow. You hunt squirrels with a 22. Whatever it is you do, let's get a picture of that. Let's look at the real you. You're not just a lawyer. You're a person that wins, and this is what you do when you're not in a suit. And I think that could be a part of the creativity. So tell me, what do you like to do? And then you can find out a little bit more about them, and you might have more in common with their hobbies because you definitely don't have anything in common with their career.
Yeah, and don't be afraid to drop this line. I'm the rainmaker, and I can make it rain when I want. I heard a guy say that once, and it sounded really intimidating.
Not anymore. I don't like the rainmaker thing. It sounds like
someone said that to you.
Oh, dude, a guy said that to me within like the last 3 months.
Holy
crap! The guy that I work with, I was like, okay, he's the rainmaker.
Yeah.
Huh.
How
about you want to win? Keep barely winning. You want to win big? Stay with me. Nothing. I don't know.
I gotta watch some movies about guys who do cocaine and learn some cool lines from
Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah, like that. You got to pump those numbers. Those are rookie numbers.
Here's one you can say. Look at them. Say, hey guys, get like 5 or 6 of them running. Say, look, rather than following the path of others, your peer group or other people that you've seen be successful, go where there is no path, where I am, and leave a trail.
It sounds like a really shitty Reebok commercial.
Well, don't tell them that.
Yeah, like maybe a Champs Sports. That's not even Nike level.
All right. So you don't like that one. Okay. You don't like it. Go where there is no path, leave a trail. That means you're a blazer, a trail blazer. It means you're doing it your way, not like everybody else. Okay. Evan, I don't know. I just think confident. Can we agree at least on confidence, Brett?
Yeah, I think confidence, charisma.
Suggest arm wrestling.
No.
That doesn't work. Leg wrestling.
Go to the bathroom and throw penises. How about that? If you got the bigger penis, they're going to respect you.
All right. Yeah, I'm into that. Find the biggest lawyer in the room and punch him in the face.
Wear a ring and make sure you knock it on the table. The lawyers love pounding tables with their rings.
The one person you don't want to punch, a lawyer, you're like, I'm going to sue you. No, I personally am going to sue you. I'm not hiring anybody. I'm going to sue you myself
right now.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. You know what? And when you meet people, have a firm handshake, whatever you do. But here's the thing.
Interesting advice.
Yeah, that's from you.
But hold on. Here's where I want to go with it. I don't like the guy that shakes your hand really hard and holds on to it. That's weird as crap to me. I don't like it. And I don't need the real firm handshake looking me directly in the eye like you're staring through my soul either. People think that that's a sign of honesty, a sign of strength, and a sign of my word is my honor. You don't need to put me on a contract. If I say I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it with a handshake. A good handshake is not limp. It's not hard. It's just right. And you hold it literally for a second. And what I like to do is not just with a handshake to show I care. I come around with my other hand and I kind of grab the shoulder and do it all in one split second and let go. That's the way I think you should do it.
I don't think that's what you do. I think there's proof on
do
the
have
contrary that you may have been out at Come On Legends Bourbon event.
Okay.
And a gentleman was shaking your hand and a picture was taken and you went straight up premature grip on the guy. That's what
Jamie, pull that up.
Yeah, that's the worst handshake.
Like a dap?
No, yeah, you see it. It's the you squeeze the fingertips. You just got too excited.
I'm having Jamie put it up on the screen right now. You know our guy Jamie that we have.
Okay, so put it up. All right, thank you, Jamie. So that picture. Now this is a picture of me just the other day. Well, it was posted. Okay, you're gonna feel bad. The guy had some issue. He was limping and his hand was like this. He could not hold it straight out. Ooh. He had some form of a defect going on, and I didn't ask any questions. And when he was coming in the parking lot, he was walking slow, and you never know whether somebody, what their issues is. I don't know. It could be anything from arthritis, could be early signs of MS. I don't know, but that was the situation with that guy, and it was the situation with my Uber driver. Yesterday, his arm was kind of weird too. So I was just making the best out of a situation, letting him know that this body crap doesn't matter. It's what's inside is what counts. So I was just embracing him.
You shake your Uber driver's hands. You know that's like shaking every person's hand that's ever sat in his Uber.
I did not shake his hand. I saw how his hand was when he turned to say goodbye. He was a super fan, and we'd had a great conversation.
I'm not certain that holds water, Brett.
I think I've heard that somewhere.
Brett, you don't even know. You've put your tongue in places most people barely put their hands.
It's true.
Yeah, but my mouth is clean.
So y'all think I'm looking at the picture now and I see the freeze. I got it. And that's the reason with that individual. And I hate to even say that about him because we didn't talk about it or anything, but it was a super great guy. So what you're seeing is me holding what I could based on his situation. I hope that both of you feel like shite.
Gotta be honest, it's not great. Feel pretty bad.
I'm still debating on going down. Should I be the asshole route of you just treating him as you would everyone else?
What?
Brett, I think we gotta bail out on this one. I'm not following you down this road.
Evan's like, I'm not gonna go down.
I think we gotta move. I think we gotta bounce and finish me off before I feel
worse. You lose on this one. You do. You lose.
We took a fat L.
And one thing. So
I'm glad you held that back till the show.
No worries. No worries.
You just been like, bad topic. Let's not talk about this.
No, but super great guy. And he was one of the first ones that got there, and it meant a lot to me. So when you walk in, and the best thing you can do in that situation is you're unfazed by it. I could have brought up, like, well, hey, what's going on with you? But there was no need.
That would make it worse. That's weird.
No, it just shows you care. Everybody's going through something. I think everybody's one doctor visit away from here and like, I got this, I got what? Mm-hmm. Or how about when you go to your friend's house and you're hanging out and then all of a sudden you get up, you're fine. And you're like, look, man, I'm going to go to your bathroom real quick. And then your friend walks into your bathroom and he's in there and he's in there and he's in there. And you're like, what the hell's going on? And then finally you open the door and you're like, hello, after knocking and he's collapsed on the floor and you're forced to call the authorities. That just happened to one rapper, Coolio.
Oh my God, that's right.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
Rest in peace. They don't know what is going on. Police have they're opening an investigation, but as of right now, nobody's saying there's any foul play whatsoever. But that was it. He was literally at a friend's house, goes into the bathroom, and then he's in there for a while, and they're like, hey, what's going on? What's going on? And then finally, when they open the door, he's on the floor, and they call the cops. Happened around 4 p.m. Actually, today, Los Angeles time, puts it 7 o'clock our time.
He went on to Gangsta's Paradise.
I know, and that's a great damn song. I love that song.
Yeah, and
I
one
don't
of
know
the
about
lyrics
y'all.
is
I
like,
love that
what is it?
song.
It's like, I'm 23, will I live to see 24? Dude made it to 59. He undersold it.
59.
Real salesman there.
Yeah, and I don't know whether let's just hope it wasn't drugs. Sometimes, the heart stops, or whatever.
Yeah,
Something
that's
goes
true.
down. I mean, nobody knows why, but 90s guy, right? He just the 90s was his thing.
Oh yeah, he was tossing bangers, and he was the opening song for the show Kenan and Kel, which I believe is on Netflix currently.
It is?
Yeah, so I was wondering if he was getting residuals for that. Maybe.
Oh, I didn't know that.
God, EMTs, showed up and he was pronounced dead on the scene. They say, paramedics say, it looks like he suffered a cardiac arrest, is what they're saying before there's an autopsy. So it looks like just a heart attack. But the cause of death has not been determined, but that's at least what they thought by looking at him. So, Gangster's Paradise, man, what a great song. Damn. Remember that movie with Michelle Pfeiffer, Dangerous Minds? That was like the soundtrack to it.
Oh, yeah.
She was the cool teacher and the kids were all messed up and everything.
You knew you had a really good song in the 90s if Weird Al made a spoof of it.
Oh, yeah.
And that was Amish Paradise was a big one.
Very famously was very upset by that to start with. And then like way later in his career, he was like, actually, that was like the highest honor of my career.
What was Fantastic Voyage hit like number 3 on the Billboard charts, top 100. And then he had something like 1, 2, 3, 4, something. It's all the way live or something. I don't know. But I just like Gangster's Paradise. That's a win with me. And he kept that cool damn hairdo. He was one of the first to kind of do that coming out, the little.
Yeah, the weird with the tied up on the sides.
Yeah, it was kind of his own little look. He was a cool dude.
59's really young though.
Yeah.
29. Everybody, we're taking a second for Coolio. And we're back. A second. That's what we do. So the Yeah Come On show 145 salutes Coolio, who's we've only been notified of his death for I guess about 2 hours.
Yeah,
if that. And so when the show airs, you would have known for about 2 days and 3 hours. I don't know. I hate it when we do this.
Coolio.
Yeah, man. Rest in peace. You guys got anything else you want to cover that we need to cover on the Yeah Come On show? We've all been working hard, and there's nothing better than Brett finishing me off.
And tonight's going to be a short one for those just tuning in. So we're going 3 tonight instead of our normal 4 because headlines were kind of weak this week. Oh, well. Y'all ready?
Yep.
I'm ready. Finish me and Evan off.
There's a bit of a theme on this week's one. New Jersey man caught on video urinating on
electric fence.
Urinating on a brand new Tesla. Damn, electric fence is really good.
That is a good one. If you've ever seen anybody do it, Rab himself. Let's go. Ex-wife's grave almost every morning.
That's consistent.
Dude's got a routine.
Yeah.
Dude, that's serious hate. I mean, you seriously hate that woman if you're going to her grave to pee on it every day. Good Lord.
Churches using shameware apps to make sure members don't
have sex.
Don't dress inappropriately.
Watch porn.
Damn.
You know what? I think we both win because some people do dress inappropriately when they watch porn, and then it leads to sex.
Have you guys heard of bubbling? Sorry, I just learned about this weekend.
No.
Please
explain.
This
is a Mormon thing, right? Do you guys remember soaking?
Oh, yeah.
So, okay. It's kind of similar, right? It's a thing that will put like a pattern on pictures of like girls in bikinis, right?
Okay.
It'll cover the bikini with a pattern, but nothing else. So it'll look like she's naked, but it's the same amount of skin. But then they're using that as their pornography.
Oh,
I think they're using.
Never
real
heard
porn.
of this.
Yep, bubbling.
Okay.
It's very
Bubbling.
odd. Yeah.
You heard it here first. At least I did.
Anyway, that made me think of bubbling.
All right.
All right, and here's the last one. I got a little breakdown on this one. That's why we only went 3. Women make assumptions about men's personality traits and behaviors based on pictures of their
shoes.
Pictures of their friends.
You guys are both way off. Come on, guys. We're sticking with the trend. It's phallic night. Penises.
Junk.
Pictures of their penises.
See, I was going to go crotch, but I'm like, oh, that's too easy. You know, and a lot of people say they can look at your shoes and tell what kind of person you are. So they're looking at your real, like out in the open or just through jeans or shorts?
No. So basically this study, what they did is they went on Reddit and found hundreds of pictures of penises, narrowed it down to 24. Then they presented it to 106 women, each different penis. And then they had to write the person's personality trait just looking at their penis.
Oh, wow. I don't think I could tell. I have a penis and I don't know if my penis tells a story.
I have the breakdown right here of the study.
Please.
The study shows that wider and longer penises with trim pubic hair are associated with positive personality traits.
So a big clean dick is
So if you're a porn star,
really crazy stuff.
Men
You're telling me people think positively of huge hogs.
Men with narrow penises were viewed to be more neurotic. Evan, take notes on this for tomorrow because this could help or whenever you're meeting with the lawyers.
Hey man, I don't want to assume, but are you kind of a neurotic person?
We'll just go up to him and say, hey, look, Evan, tell me about your penis. I'll tell you about your personality.
Here's the thing. It ain't long, but it is real skinny.
What does that
mean?
They
said
that's neurotic, right? Is that the one you're saying is neurotic? So what you're saying, thin, whether it's long or not, is thin neurotic. And what's fun? Trim down there, and what else?
Fun is positive is wide and long with trimmed pubic hair.
Okay.
I should not be searching all this on my work computer either.
No, you should not be.
I did this whole thing on my work computer. Midway through, I was like, this is a terrible thing I'm doing. Oh, well.
Brett, we're firing you because we think you're creepy.
Yeah, well, now, I had hoped that they would talk to me first.
What about beer can? I knew a guy had one like a beer can.
I thought this was weird. That came up as neutral. What the fuck is a neutral trait?
Meaning, I guess you're easygoing. You're not intense. You're not over the top. You're not too funny, but you're not boring. I don't know, middle.
I don't know. Because then it went on and says wide as well as long were viewed to be more sexually active, better in sex. I don't know. That's weird. More open to new experiences, more of a pleaser, and have had more partners. But then it goes in to say fully shaved and not trimmed at all penises are perceived as negative.
Oh.
So if you do too much, it's obviously there's some middle ground.
A sweet
here.
spot.
Mm-hmm. Well, don't go full on caveman. I mean, unless your girl digs it. If your girl digs it, then that's a lot less work for you. But just realize every time you go and get a physical, your doctor is going to talk about you when you leave. Oh my God, the bush on that guy.
Yeah, straight up Osama Dong Laden.
What?
That's great.
You know that they said
Dong Laden. Okay.
I wish I could name this episode that, but there's no way.
We are not. Look, I feel bad enough every time I upload the episode and have to click the "It's not for kids" button. I don't even know who that would be for.
Yeah, I don't either. I don't want kids watching. I don't want kids listening to this. That's pretty damn funny. I don't know where else to go with that.
Saddam Hussein.
It's just like a little mustache.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
We got him. Found him. Found him. Hey, we found him down in a hole. We found him. So wrong, it's right.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah,
God, was he hung?
Yeah.
Too far.
Oh,
too far. Too far.
Oh.
Too far. Too truthful. Too truthful.
Oh shit.
That's comedy, folks. That's all, folks.
That's all, folks. And this is the end of the Yeah Come On show. That would be show 145. I'm Southside Steve. That's Brett Barney. And that's Evan Brandonicio. We call him Brando. Can I get a yeah, come on?
Yeah, come on. Beat you.